The real meaning of Kaivalya, final liberation in the Yoga Sutras, a return to pure being beyond mind, karma, and time. What lies beyond the mind, beyond even enlightenment? What is left when there is no more seeking, no more becoming, no more one to be liberated? In the final sutras of Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, a word appears, not nirvana, not moksha, but something rarer, Kaivalya. It means aloneness, but not loneliness. It means isolation, but not separation. It means that consciousness returns to itself completely untouched by the world, free from all identification. This is the destination of the Yoga Sutras. Not a blissful state, not even union, but absolute independence of the self. This is Kaivalya. Not a one, Kaivalya in the Yoga Sutras, the final revelation. The entire Yoga Sutras text, from the first breath to the final beat, moves toward this one culmination. Kaivalya is the state of the seer, established in its own nature, no longer bound by the movements of the gunas. This final verse, Book 4, Sutra 34, does not celebrate ecstatic bliss or divine absorption. Instead, it reveals something more subtle, more silent. It points to a freedom so complete, even liberation itself disappears. No more karma to burn, no more cycles to complete, no more identities to dissolve. The self simply is, alone, pure beyond all qualities. What Kaivalya is not. Kaivalya is often misunderstood. It is not a blissful trance, a mystical experience, a state of divine union, or even a high spiritual achievement. Those are all experiences, and experiences belong to the mind. Kaivalya is the end of all experience. It is what remains when the experiencer dissolves. The field of Prakriti, nature, may continue to move, but Purusha, pure consciousness, no longer identifies with any of it. It is the great disentanglement. The soul remembering it was never bound. 3. The role of the gunas and disidentification. Patanjali explains that all experience arises from the play of the three gunas: sattva, clarity and harmony; rajas, activity and desire; tamas, inertia and ignorance. Even the subtlest thoughts, visions, or spiritual highs come from these gunas. Kaivalya happens when the Purusha, the true self, no longer identifies with any of them. It watches the mind, the emotions, even spiritual mastery, and knows this is not me. When all attachment to the gunas dissolves, nothing binds awareness anymore. This is freedom beyond even being free. 4. How to prepare the mind for Kaivalya. You cannot attain Kaivalya through effort, but you can create the conditions for it to reveal itself. Here are the steps laid out in the Yoga Sutras. 1. Yama and niyama, ethical purification. Without a steady foundation of truth, non-attachment, discipline, and surrender, the mind remains reactive. 2. Dharana and dhyana, sustained concentration. Not fleeting focus, but a flow of one-pointed awareness. 3. Samadhi, absorption beyond ego. The deeper states dissolve the false self and prepare for transcendence. But Kaivalya begins where Samadhi ends. It is not an experience of stillness. It is the realization that you were always stillness, even while thoughts moved. 5. How Kaivalya feels and doesn't feel. Kaivalya is not a peak. It is a flattening of all illusion. It is not fireworks. It is emptiness so complete that even the idea of self disappears. There is no one left to observe, no one left to gain, no one left to ask, have I arrived? You may still move in the world, but nothing sticks to you anymore. No roles, no burdens, no need to prove or perform, just silent, effortless being. 6. Is Kaivalya the same as moksha? In Vedanta, moksha means liberation, the merging of the soul with the supreme. But in Sankhya and classical yoga, Kaivalya means the soul stands completely alone, pure awareness eternally distinct from matter. It is not union, it is separation from all that is not self. This may seem cold to some, but it is radiant in its clarity. There is no longing left, no confusion, only pristine stillness. 7. Why this teaching is rarely understood. Most teachings stop at bliss, at surrender, at peace. But the sages went further. Kaivalya is the state beyond practice, beyond goal, beyond even realization. It is the self resting in itself, not needing liberation because it was never bound. This truth is not easy, it cannot be taught, but it can be pointed to, and once known, nothing more is needed. Final reflection. Kaivalya is the final silence, the self standing alone in its eternal nature. Not a person, not a sage, not even a liberated one, just pure presence. Beyond the gunas, beyond karma, beyond time, you cannot reach it. But you can stop forgetting it, let go, fall inward, dissolve even the idea of becoming, and the self will reveal itself as what it has always been. If this teaching stirred something inside you, you may be close. Close not in time, but in readiness to let go of even the highest seeking. Subscribe for sacred transmissions each week, and if you feel called to deepen this journey, request a personal mantra, not to gain anything, but to gently dissolve the last illusions of self.